trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. This is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Nebraska continues to set records with the number of people hospitalized with the coronavirus, and healthcare providers expect that to continue because of the recent surge of cases in the state. CHI Health is preparing for COVID-19 cases to keep increasing over the next 3 to 4 weeks. Here in the Panhandle, there are 76 active COVID-related hospitalizations, with only 39% of all hospital beds available and just 23% of ICU beds available. The state says the number of virus hospitalizations jumped to 860 on Tuesday and reported its second highest one-day total of new cases at 2,182. And with new statewide DHMs going into effect this week, the Scottsbluff County Commissioners discussed countywide mask mandates. One of Charlie Knapper's constituents reached out to him to inquire what could be done, and the consensus was that enforcement would be difficult, and the board agreed that following local and state health guidelines strongly encouraged the use of masks would be the best option at this point.
But it's a whole different thing to mandate it. And I'm not going to be interested in that unless things change substantially. And if the governor decides to make some changes.
Knapper said it also might behoove the county to encourage more online activity, such as license renewals and the sort, but they will certainly be keeping their eyes on the latest data and the governor's DHMs. And this morning, Scottsbluff County Sheriff Mark Overman releasing the name of the driver in a fatal rollover crash Tuesday morning just west of Scottsbluff. 69-year-old Stephen Hergenrader of rural Mitchell was identified as that fatality. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer's in with your Thursday evening forecast. He'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Guerue, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Guerue at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, across the area tonight, we're going to be dealing with clear skies. Temps fall down into the 20s, eventually the upper 30s as we get towards early tomorrow morning. And then as you look, it's going to turn warmer across the area, especially tomorrow. A little cooler towards the weekend with very windy conditions, especially Saturday. Next week looks mild, and really I don't see any chance of precip out there for the next 7 days. Hit 51 yesterday after a morning low of 25. Nothing in the rain gauge. Still a couple of hundredths above normal for the month. That's 1.5 inches below normal for the year. Well, as we look across the area, not much change has been going on as we still continue to have a large area of drought conditions. In fact, would be the extreme drought conditions here across the area. We don't expect that to change for a while. It's going to be pretty tough to get a lot of moisture here across the region, but you can see this extreme level of drought goes really from the Casper area back into most of the panhandle of Nebraska, a small portion of southeastern Wyoming and the far southwestern portion of the Panhandle under a moderate drought, but most of us a severe drought as it just remains very dry here across the region. As we look across the area this evening, temps are generally in the 20s and 30s out there. Closer to home, 27 in Alliance. It's 26 up in Gordon, 30 right now in Cheyenne. Winds are very strong, but they're strong off to the west of us, and they're coming in out of the west. We don't see much going on out there other than some light winds. That's going to keep our wind chills, though, into the 20s across the area. It's generally speaking going to be pretty chilly here across the region. Well, we do have a couple of areas we want to focus in on. We have high wind watches and high wind warnings that have been posted for portions of the area for tomorrow. High wind warnings in the high country there. And then we really want to focus in on southeastern Wyoming. This is a high wind watch that starts tomorrow night and goes all the way through Saturday evening. We're talking about very windy conditions here. We could be looking at 75 to 80 mile-an-hour winds across the area, gusting at times, especially during the day on Saturday. 21 tomorrow when you get on the bus, partly cloudy skies, bring it home with sunshine and 58. Taking a look at Futurecast, it is all quiet across the area tonight. Clear skies, lots of stars, and dark. That's really what our forecast is going to bring us, and low temperatures that are going to fall into the teens for most of us. A couple of low 20s, but generally speaking, upper teens out there. Then back at the Futurecast for tomorrow, a few high-level clouds early in the morning over towards the high country. Otherwise, they will clear out. Then late tomorrow evening, you can almost see the line there coming along that cold front. That's where the winds are going to start to increase late tomorrow night, especially during the day on Saturday for us here in the high plains. Tomorrow's temperatures, 50s and a couple of low 60s out there. Very nice here across the region. Nothing in the rain gauge coming, and the snow department, everything's going to stay well off to our west. Forecast for tonight, dark, chilly, and clear. Lows down around 19 and light winds tomorrow. How about sunny skies? Warmer, temps into the low 60s. Our 7-day forecast then, windy, very windy on Saturday. Highs only in the 40s. We'll rebound into the 50s Sunday. Still a bit breezy. But look at next week. Upper 60s, a couple of even a low 70s snuck in there. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. A very nice stretch of weather coming as we start next week. Then next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll start to see our next chance of another storm system.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gearing, call Allstate agent Michael Inglehop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Come in and see gifts for everyone at TC and More. Great gifts are waiting at TC and More, 1621 Broadway, Scottsbluff.
Welcome back. The Department of Labor this week recognized Allo Communications as a recipient of the 2020 Hire Vets Gold Medallion Award during a virtual award ceremony. The Hire Vets Act Award is the only federal-level Veterans Employment Award that recognizes businesses' efforts to successfully recruit, hire, and retain veterans in the workforce. Allo is only one of 4 companies headquartered in Nebraska to be honored with the award, and company representatives said they are dedicated to hiring veterans as they bring dedication and knowledge to their customers and the company. Well, it was an afternoon of uncertainty yesterday as the Scottsbluff Walgreens closed its doors with only a sign posted saying, "We're temporarily closed as we continue to make safety our #1 priority." When calling the store directly, KNEB News was redirected to corporate customer service, who could only verify the closure was temporary and COVID-related. Commentators on our social media post claimed that the staff was deep cleaning the store, and around 6:30 p.m. the store had reopened. And tomorrow, the Scottsbluff City Council will be meeting for a special City Council meeting. The agenda includes just a single item: review and take action on job application materials submitted by applicants vying to become the next Scottsbluff City manager. The council will be joined by Patricia Hemanover of Baker Tilly, the firm hired to assist with the search. The meeting is slated to take place at 11 a.m. at Scottsbluff City Hall. Well, straight ahead, a standout athlete from Morrill will be taking her talents to the collegiate level. We'll have more at the sports desk right after this.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Roosevelt Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
National Signing Day yesterday for many student athletes across the country, and that includes more than a handful here in the backyard. Let's start over at Morrill High School, where it was senior basketball player Ilycia Guerue inking with the University of Jamestown in North Dakota.
When I first kind of stepped onto their campus and started talking to their coaches, they were just really welcoming and inviting, and they just talked to me so much about everything at their school and just described everything so well to me. And you could really tell everybody at that school cared about you and wanted you to succeed. When we would walk down the hallways, professors would come out and speak to us even when they weren't scheduled to. And so that's really kind of something that led me to push me to really want to go there, just because they just really cared about me from right off the bat, even not knowing me too much.
Guerue got the experience of playing for her dad, Josh, in high school at Morrill, but says this has been a family affair.
I was actually very fortunate to be able to have both my parents coaching alongside me throughout my years, and I think that's something that's just really pushed me to just be so competitive and just work as hard as I have, just putting in the time. I mean, I had my mom when I was little, and then I was brought up to the big dog, and so I was able to be with him. And I just learned so much from them, and it's definitely tasking, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
This past season, Guerue was the leader in all classes in Nebraska in steals, and Coach Guerue says that type of player fits in well just about anywhere.
Well, I mean, you could tell from early on that she was a little different. She just had an intensity and aggressiveness about her. And, I think what she will bring to the college level is she's just a defensive terror. I mean, she can score and she'll score a lot. That's great. But defensively, she's a problem. And so that's something that's really going to be beneficial for Jamestown. And they're going to like that when she shows up.
Last year, the Lady Lions finished 17-9, bowing out in the sub-district tournament. And Guerue would like to take the season a step or two further this year. Well, winter sports practices officially get underway on Monday, and those winter sports include wrestling, where Scottsbluff, that's going to mean a chance for fourth straight state title for Paul Garcia, who officially signed with the University of Wyoming last night. You see, Scottsbluff has some other athletes that have either signed or will be in the coming days. A pair of softball players that helped lead them to the district final, Emma Foote to play volleyball at Hastings, and Gering's Macy Boggs graduates at the end of the semester to head to WNCC to join the volleyball program for this upcoming season. Also relevant for winter sports, a new head coach for the Scottsbluff Gering Sea Cats swimming team, with John Galindo stepping down late last week. The program has announced that Will Morgan has stepped in to take over head coaching duties for the season. Will Morgan currently in the school system as a teacher with a nice background as a swimmer and as an athlete overall. High school football in the region this weekend over in Wyoming for a pair of state title games on home fields. Southeast goes for an unbeaten season as they host Lusk. Second matchup of the season for these two teams. And then on Saturday, it's Torrington hosting Lyman in the 2A state championship game. The Blazers will be without starting quarterback Bo Bivens. Bivens was injured in their semifinal win last Friday. 5 o'clock at Yoder tomorrow, and then a 1 o'clock kick in Torrington on Saturday. That's the latest today from the FNBO TV Sports Desk. Your community calendar coming up right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, we believe in personalized planning for your financial goals.
As your retirement income partners, our concern for your success, combined with resources from Raymond James, can help you make confident decisions for your financial future.
Our team of financial advisors will help you make your money work just as hard as you did to earn it. After all, our goal is to help you reach your financial goals.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Kevin Fig, financial advisors, to set up your free, no-obligation pre-retirement review.
And finally tonight, Governor Pete Ricketts has proclaimed this November as Adoption Month in Nebraska to raise awareness of the need to help children in foster care find permanent homes. During a news conference earlier this week, Kamas Holder, an administrator with the State Health and Human Service Division of Family Services, highlighted the Nebraska Heart Gallery, an online initiative to connect youth in the foster care system with adoptive parents. Holder told people that adoption is more than infants and younger children.
There is a great need in Nebraska and across our country for adoption for older youth and teens. On the Heart Gallery, you can read more about the youth who are currently available for adoption in Nebraska, their stories, pictures, and needs. Older youth and teens really want to be a part of the process and a part of the decisions that are made about their lives. And the Heart Gallery does a great job of highlighting that and making that voice heard throughout the process.
More than 270 children have been adopted in Nebraska this year, with another 50 or so looking for an adoptive home through the gallery. You can find out more online at nebraskaheartgallery.org or by calling 1-800-7-PARENT. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.